Alejandro, going to start with, second career game. Coach Lavin's not in the starting lineup. What was your reaction to learning you'd start?
Can't lie, at first I was a little nervous, but then I just felt good about myself because Coach Live had some confidence in me to put me out in a big game, so it felt good.
Once you were out there, how'd you feel? Was it just like another game?
Yeah, I mean, it's not much you can do. It's just go out there and play basketball like you've been playing for your whole life pretty much. So.
In the game, you guys got off to a good start. What do you think fed into that start?
Yeah, I think we came out with good energy. We came out swinging the ball, and we kept it off the glass too, so that was good.
What do you think, at what point do you think, or what led to the switch in the game where USC went on its run?
Yeah, I think we were a little careless with the ball for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and with a team like that, you can't really do that because then they'll just take off running and just finish everything at the rim. So I'll say that's what it was.
Yeah. Could you feel the USD fans behind you guys?
Yeah, for sure. I hope it's like that for the rest of the season. I mean, that was pretty fun. It made it a lot better for us, a lot more energy for us. So yeah, I definitely could feel it.
Yeah. How do you build off of this one, build off the positives on the court, and also the energy in the JCP towards the next home game Saturday against NAU?
Yeah, just go watch some film, go work on what I have to work on, and just come back with even more energy. We're ready to get back in the winner's circle.
All right, thanks, all.
Thank you.
All right, tough loss tonight, but you guys battled for a good majority of it. How'd you feel out there?
I felt really good. It's always exciting to play against a top 25 team. So just soaking in that moment and just living in that moment, honestly.
Yeah, it's probably the team's best start of the season. What fed into that?
You said their best start?
Our
best start?
The team's best start, yeah.
I would just say our defensive intensity. We was this whole couple of days of practice, we was just really aggressive and trying to get after it, and just to ramp it up a little bit, and that'll translate into our next, pretty much throughout the rest of the season, because we're just amplifying everything right now.
For you, it's been a difficult stretch after getting sick, limited minutes, and to get the nod in the starting lineup and play 22 minutes tonight and get your shots up. How'd that feel, and what was your energy going out there tonight?
It felt really good. I'm always confident in myself and my ability to play. So just when it was my time to step up, I just knew, it's my time to step up and to get it done. And yeah, I was confident in my shots that I were taking, especially once you see a couple go in, then it seems like the rim gets a little bit wider and bigger. So it's just that confidence stepping up and knowing, okay, let me get to my spots and take advantage of it.
The crowd, decently sized crowd today. Do you guys feel that energy and kind of play off of it? Or?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like the crowd makes a big difference because just the energy, and if not just for us, it kind of affects the other team just a little bit because it throws them off their game when they have like a student section or certain fans that's talking and getting in their head because now they're distracted and worrying about what they're saying and not actually what's going on. So it definitely shakes up the environment and gives us a little boost as well.
How do you carry that over and what you guys achieved, the positives you achieved on the court, carried over to the next home game Saturday against Northern Arizona?
Just day by day. It's a long season. Nobody won the March Madness in, in December? So, it's a long way to go. So we're just staying positive, keeping our heads down, putting our hard hat, lunch pail, and just coming every day working.
Just take me through that. You guys played a really good first half, maybe your best half of the season.
Yeah, we're kind of morphing into a different team because we've had some players that are starters or rotational personnel that are returning. Gavin Rip, Alejandro, and I think tonight we're able to hold our own on the boards. It bolsters our depth and gives us a bit more physicality. So I thought, the first half we took care of the basketball. We only had 3 turnovers.
Yeah.
Second half, USC stepped up their pressure, really got into the ball in terms of ball hawking and played on passing lanes. And it coincided with Ty getting his 3rd foul. And so they really seized momentum, with those turnovers that led to them getting out in transition for some strong, finishes, dunking over the top. And then, you know, they had momentum by the time Ty was back in the game, you know, so. But some encouraging things. There was an 18-2 run or 19-4 run that was decisive. But other than that, we actually outscored them the rest of the game. But it's a 40-minute game, as we know. So.
And we took 20 more shots than them. It's crazy to see a team shoot that many more and then lose by double digits. Is that
Well, two things. I mean, I thought there were times where we want to play at pace, but we also don't want to be frenetic when we have the ball on offense. We want to try and play in a frenzy on defense and speed teams up and, you know, force them into turnovers, which we did in the first half. I think they had 13 turnovers. Then they, you know, ended with 21 for the game. But we have to be careful when we, you know, pressure defensively and at times, you know, apply aggressive, you know, defensive coverages, that we don't let that bleed into our judgment on offense. And getting out in transition in first gear, those first 6-8 seconds, hey, we want to attack. But then if we're facing a set defense, that's where we got to go second side, inside, play inside out. And I think Alejandro is going to help us with that. You know, his bearing, his temperament, his nature is very calm and poised, and he scans the floor, makes good reads. He's always in the right position. He's unique for a player his age in that regard. And so he can settle us as a frontline player that gets catches, whether it's off of, you know, the short rolls or deep post catches, or even when he's out, you know, in that kind of, you know, dunker spot, you know, mid post off the lane. He's effective at using the back down dribble and putting people in foul jeopardy, and most importantly, playmaking from the interior, because we haven't had that to this point, an interior presence. And it's not just a deep post catch, it's those short rolls are the interior. The elbow catches, that's an interior. The dunker spot, the short corner, those are interior catches. And then being able to make reads accordingly and have teams pick their poison. So some encouraging things, but the 18-2 run was the haymaker that we weren't able to overcome.
last thing from me, you know, obviously you get way down against San Jose State and you play a better second half, and then you come back with a good first half tonight. I know Rome wasn't built in a day, but do you feel like you're starting to make some progress?
I do, and it's you know, we're not, you know, pleased with the moral victories, but you do have to look at the big picture as a team, you know, begins to morph and develop, you know, in a different manner, because our personnel has been a bit of musical chairs. So you've got the 14 new players, that in and of itself is quite a bit, but then the number of injuries in addition to the roster turnover has slowed the process, and we can't use that as an excuse. We got to find a way to get wins, and when guys go down, whether it's injury or foul trouble, we have to have a next man up, and that didn't happen tonight when Ty got into foul trouble. We could have maybe switched to his own and kept him in the game, and those are the kind of things that a night like this informs moving forward. And so maybe your choices or judgments with this particular group as we move down the line may be influenced by what happened tonight.